Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Playing World of Tanks. I'm AJ, and today we'll be looking at the best medium tank in the game, which is the Object 140. It is the Russian Tier 10 medium tank. Now specifically, I don't think the Object 140 is the best Tier 10 medium tank in the game, but statistically speaking, like from what you can expect, it is the best combination of mobility, gun handling, gun depression, and armor that you can get. It has a fairly good turret, albeit it is fairly easy to pen. If you hit the little part on the top, it can get overmatched, but if you're fast enough, if you're wiggling back and forth against heavy tanks who do not have really high aim time, you almost cannot get shot in your weak spots. And that is the one thing that makes the Object 140 very, very good, in my opinion. Though I do like the T62A better than my Object 140. But that's just a personal preference. It's not based on anything. Like I said in the last game, I just like bad tanks. I play my 121 a lot more than my other medium tanks. I like the FE4202, and my most played medium tank is the M48 Patton, which I gladly and happily play any day of the week, even though people think it's utter garbage. But that's just me, and I'm kind of weird. So Kharkov is a very interesting map. From what I have learned about playing this map is that you do not want to overcommit to a specific flank early on. What you want to do is you just want to wait. You want to see where the enemies are coming at, you know, what they are trying to do, and then sort of like respond accordingly. And that is what I'm doing in the Object 140. I'm just gonna stay in the middle, trying to bide my time, trying to figure out where do I need to go. You know, do I need to go left? Do I need to go right? Which flank is weaker? Which flank is stronger? And then I'll kind of decide, you know, that now is the time to sort of like pounce on something. So I see the IS-8 has gotten himself into a very aggressive position early on, and I just go and track him in the place, because, you know, IS-8 does not care if he's getting shot at or not. He repairs his track after, you know, I shoot him a second time, which, you know, doesn't prevent him from taking another tracking damage from me. And I know that my fire rate is so fast that I can put 2 shots for every time he shoots me once. And now I'm not so excited about taking a shot from the IS-8, because the Object 140's armor is good, but since I actually do not know whether he's firing AP or APCR, I do not want to risk the chance of him actually shooting me one more time. So I'm just gonna go and you know, do something else. Now I see this Conqueror is being really aggressive, you know, coming on from the east side. I get shot in the back, but I know that, you know, it can take maybe another shot before I run into cover. And you know, I looked at the minimap, it wasn't an auto loader, so I was kind of happy. And the Conqueror keeps on driving without giving, you know, any craps about like who's shooting him. And I keep putting the building in between me and the tank that was shooting me so as to not get shot again. The Conqueror, even now, is oblivious and gets taken out rather quickly. Now, I see the Leopard PTA who's moved into our base. Now, the Leopard PTA's gun is very nice. It's a tier 10 gun. So I don't expect to be bouncing a lot of shots from that tank. So what I'm gonna do instead now is to trade, either to make him like miss a shot, or make it so that I put 2 shots for every 1 shot that he puts into me. I managed to put 1 shot into him, and you know, I'm waiting on the other side, you know, put a second shot into him. I know that I reload way faster than he does. He has roughly a 9-second reload. I fire every 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds per se, but it feels like 2 seconds sometimes. Now the Leopard PTA does manage to track me, and this time around I'm gonna do the same to the Leopard PTA. Instead of actually just shooting him, I'm gonna track him, and if the Leopard PTA had come out again, I would have shot him again. But I don't care. Now, I was gonna let the M103 finish him off, but he already did, which makes me even happier, because I'm sure he's fuming somewhere thinking, oh, RD is so overpowered, you know, which I do think RD is overpowered, but, you know, it's nice when somebody else, like, when our RD, like, shoots something, and I am not the one getting shot at. So all that remains is this Object 140. I'm gonna sneak up behind him very sneakily and just track him in place and do damage to him, and he won't be able to do anything about it, which makes him fairly angry. If you keep looking at the comment section below, He says pretty nasty things before he leaves, but then again, it was kind of not his fault. It was kind of his team's fault, like, for not doing anything. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. You know, I say that, but I'm the one raging half the time in most of the games. You Scrabble, and you do not know what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know, but, you know, this game is so RNG sometimes. I just can't help myself, so... Hopefully you guys enjoyed these videos. Feel free to like and subscribe. This one was about the same length, so I thought I would do 2 videos in 2 days. You know, me being nice, and I had this game lying around. So, you know, let me know what you think about the Object 140. Do you really think it's one of the best tier 10 medium tanks, or do you think something else would be better? And I'll see you in the next, guys, episode of Playing World of Tanks.